What's up, guys? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com. And hey guys, today I just wanted to really talk about something that I'm noticing that I found very fascinating, just interesting when I go to CoinMarketCap. So when I go to CoinMarketCap right here, I'm noticing a few things, right? When I look in the top 10 at CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap shows really who's ranking the highest in terms of overall market capitalization among all of the cryptocurrencies. And you can always see Bitcoin in the #1 spot, right? It's the first cryptocurrency that's come out. And so it's been in the number spot since really the beginning. Ethereum has been close behind in number 2, maybe not close behind, but behind in number 2. People have argued that Ethereum may unseat Bitcoin as the king of cryptocurrency. So far that hasn't happened yet. We'll see if that does happen. And then you'll see kind of these other coins down below. And one thing that I noticed is that almost every single one of the coins that are platforms and not individual cryptocurrencies built on another platform, right, are in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. And I think that's interesting because, right, what is Ethereum? Ethereum is essentially a cryptocurrency platform that enables anybody to build a cryptocurrency on top of the Ethereum blockchain, right? On top of the Ethereum blockchain protocol. And look, it's in number 2. It's been widely adopted because other cryptocurrencies have been building their cryptocurrencies on top of the Ethereum technology, on top of the Ethereum blockchain, utilizing things like smart contracts and the other features of Ethereum, right? That's why Ethereum has gained so much widespread adoption in the last year or two, like the last 2 years. It's gained so much widespread adoption because of this concept of smart contracts, programming within the blockchain, inside the blockchain itself. It's being utilized as a platform to drive other projects in the cryptocurrency space, right? Many other projects are built off of the Ethereum platform and the Ethereum blockchain, right? So that's point number 1. Now, if you look at the price of Ethereum, it's $388. And recently, it was all the way up at $1,400 in December, went back down to $1,200, went down to $972. Now it's obviously at its low for the entire year of 2018, going back to a low that it had in 2017 in December. It's going back here as part of a major correction, right, which you're seeing here with Bitcoin as well. You're seeing it with all cryptocurrencies, so all cryptocurrencies are completely down right now. So relatively speaking, Ethereum is still right on top with Bitcoin. It's still number 2. After the correction finishes, which I think is going to happen within the next month or two, we're going to see this kind of start jumping back up. However, there is one thing to consider with Ethereum, right? So Ethereum has had issues with scaling, right? They've had big issues scaling. All you have to do, go to Google, search Ethereum scaling issues, and you're going to look and see all kinds of articles talking about how Ethereum's network can't scale. There's an issue with Ethereum right now, which is scaling, right? As they're trying to get more and more users to get onto the platform, to adopt Ethereum, and to buy Ethereum tokens and to transact in Ethereum, the network is being bogged down, it's being slowed down, and people fear that Ethereum cannot scale. And many people, think that that's why the price has declined so steadily over the last month or two, is because Ethereum is having these scaling issues. They are trying to work on the scaling issues by implementing a technique called sharding to fix the scaling issues. Whether or not sharding will actually work and play out is still yet to be seen. It hasn't been implemented fully yet, hasn't really gained the adoption across the whole network. When that happens, we'll see if the problem can be solved. But right now, Ethereum has that big issue of scaling, right? But they are still, if I go back to CoinMarketCap, they're still in the number 2 slot on CoinMarketCap. Now, if we look down the row of coins, right, we have Ripple, which is not necessarily a platform itself. It's a technology that's been developed by a centralized company, which is very big and makes banking very efficient, makes transactions very fast, very cheap, which is why it's been adopted. And there's been a lot of interest from the financial sector, the financial markets in general, which is why Ripple has grown all the way to the number 3 spot at 50 cents, which is still really cheap, but the number of Ripple coins that are in supply is very, very, very large, right? So you're never going to see the price of Ripple go way, way up like Bitcoin because the supply is just too big, right? Then you go down to things like Bitcoin Cash, which they're trying to build their own platform, their own blockchain platform on their own, right? If you remember, Bitcoin Cash split from Bitcoin in August 2017. Some people claim that Bitcoin is Bitcoin Core, and Bitcoin Core is not following the true path of Satoshi Nakamoto, which he outlined in his white paper, and not becoming peer-to-peer electronic cash. Bitcoin Cash is actually trying to fulfill that mission for to become the default standard for peer-to-peer cash, and they claim that they're going to do what Bitcoin was always intended to do, become this transactional cryptocurrency that's used in everyday lives, right? And applications can be built on top of Bitcoin Cash, so forth and so on. That's still yet to come to light and to come to pass, so we'll see, right? But where it really gets interesting is when you go down and look at number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Number 6 through 10, EOS, Cardano, Stellar, Neo, and IOTA, these are all platforms. They're all cryptocurrency platforms that have similar technology to blockchain, but they have variants or slight differences to the blockchain technology, which will enable, to solve these scaling issues, solve these, slow transaction times, so forth and so on. They all do slightly different things, right? But they're all platforms like Ethereum, right? Ethereum is a platform that other cryptocurrencies can be built on top of. Other applications can be built on top of Ethereum, right? The same as goes with EOS, Cardano, Stellar, Neo, and IOTA, right? The one that's very interesting to me here, I think, is EOS, right? The price of EOS is $6. The price of Ethereum is $388. The supply of EOS in circulation is 761 million. The supply of Ethereum is 98 million, right? EOS is a game changer. I think has the potential to unseat Ethereum in the number 2 spot, because I think you're going to start seeing a lot more applications and a lot more developers using EOS to build out other blockchain type of projects, which is currently, or up to date, has really only been done on the Ethereum blockchain. But now that these others like EOS, Cardano, Stellar, Neo, IOTA are starting to build up their infrastructure, they're starting to get more widespread adoption, right? So look at EOS. I'd watch EOS. Here's their website. They're saying it's a scalable, decentralized applications that can be built now and tested in a public environment. The most powerful infrastructure for decentralized applications. Definitely take a look and pay attention to EOS in the coming months, because I think there's going to be a lot of momentum there. If you go to that EOS chart, this is a one-day chart, and you can see it's following a very similar pattern as Ethereum and as Bitcoin. They all have very similar patterns. However, there's been some pretty big runs recently for EOS. March 18th, there was a run-up of almost 100% from the low, right? And we're seeing it now. This could either go all the way down. What's going to likely happen is this is either going to go down to here and then bounce back up, or what's going to happen is this is just going to keep going up along with the correction that's happening, right? I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I am very, very bullish on EOS, and I think it's a very good opportunity to play it. Maybe not at the moment, but if you go long in the next year, EOS is going to go up very, very nicely. And it's going to give Ethereum a good run for its money, right? Because people are going to start building applications on EOS as they've done with Ethereum. Now that there's the scaling issues for Ethereum, people are going to start wanting to adopt another solution like an EOS versus an Ethereum, because it can scale better than Ethereum. One project in particular I've noticed is Singularity.net. So let's check this out. So Singularity.net is a very ambitious project, and I'm only going to talk about this for a second. I'll do a different review on Singularity.net. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to build out a marketplace that enables AIs to communicate with other AIs, and to build this AI marketplace that people can tap into and use the AI services that are being built and generated in this AI network. They originally launched their ICO and wanted to build the Singularity Net AI network on top of the Ethereum blockchain. They've recently announced and are contemplating whether or not they still want to go with Ethereum because of the scaling issues. It can't scale, right? So they're looking at things like EOS to use instead of Ethereum, right? So that's one example of many of how people are going to start switching from Ethereum to EOS, and the price will be affected, right? Just go and Google EOS to overtake Ethereum, and you're going to see all kinds of articles about how EOS is going to take over Ethereum, or at least give it a run for its money this year in 2018. So I think after the correction you see right now that's happening in the markets, I think you're going to see EOS launch way back up. It's down from its high right now of, let's see, it's down pretty quite a bit. Let's check. Right now, it's down 215%-ish from its high. Yeah, and about 100%. Yep. Okay, so anyway, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I'm bullish on EOS and just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Let me know if this is helpful. If you haven't subscribed, click on that little red button right below my face on this video. See it? Right there. Right there. Right there. See you guys.